this happens to be my jigsaw, and it's GST 80 PBE, and it happens to be around, what is that, 550 watts. Now I have to say that this is probably one of the best rotors you better get your hands on. Now I've had about 3 of these. Some were just the round body and you know, I can't remember what model it is, but without the top handle. But 2 of these, okay, over the years. Now you might say, crikey, yeah, the field mint, yeah, they can't be very robust. No, it isn't that. We killed them. All right, we did cutting so much double-faced 3/4 marine ply, you're gonna kill them eventually. You know, doing bulkheads and what have you in boats. Brilliant tool. Now, the thing that used to go in them would be the gearbox, this part here. So you need to make sure, if you're going to give any heavy work, is to regularly grease them up, pack them up with the right grease. Remember, I think we just put universal grease in, that's all we used to do. Now it happens to be an orbital, an oscillating jigsaw, which you've got the 3 settings on the side here, or you can have it no oscillation, or you can just disengage it with that little lever there. Now basically what that means is the actual aggression of the blade is doing this, it's scooping, scooping through the wood, so to speak. Now if it's just going up and down, you're going to find it a little bit harder to get fast cut, but generally speaking you turn it off if you're going around the corners and stuff. You're doing scrolling with it. Now you could put scroll blades in it, not scroll saw blades, but scrolling jigsaw blades in there, or you could put reverse cut in there if you're cutting for my, you go the opposite direction. There's lots of things you can do, different types of blades you can get for it. Now one of the things I love about this jigsaw is, well, it's comfortable to use, it's simple, alright. That means a lot to me, being simple. And it's powerful. 550 watts don't sound a lot, but for a jigsaw it's actually quite reasonable. Now my Hitachi jigsaw, I killed that in a few years. The head went, and also had the quick release mechanism, you pull the thing over here, and that went in no time. I ended up putting a bolt through it. That's rubbish. Now this one, you use just a screwdriver to, there we go, that's a screwdriver that you use to release the actual jigsaw blade. This is not a paid promotion, as you can probably tell, because it's a used jigsaw. It happens to be my old one that I paid for with my own money. But if Bosch wants to send me any new stuff, I'm more than happy to receive it, as long as you don't expect me to lie. Anyway. So it's quite simple to do. I don't understand why you really need all this fancy, quick release and stuff like that. And quite frankly, it's the first thing to break on the jigsaw, especially if you want to give it a real, a bit of a hard do, which we deal in boatyards and stuff. Damp conditions and stuff like that. You see, most tools they die. Humidity and electric tools don't mix. And when you have boat sheds that flood, it certainly doesn't mix. Water and electricity is a very bad idea. I don't understand actually why on boatyards we didn't have 110, but anyway, we didn't. That was all 240 volt, or 230 in this case. 240 or 230? It doesn't actually say. It must say somewhere. Well, it just says the wattage. Oh well. You thought it would do, wouldn't you? No, doing another voltage on there. Oh well, strange. Anyway, so it's a good tool. Now this actual one here, I actually inherited this one off my father after he passed away. And I used that and I replaced, because I replaced my other Bosch one with the Hitachi tools, which is a massive mistake. And I should just spend another 20 quid and got one of these instead. Because that's basically all, 20, 30 quid, that's all it was. It was a bad jigsaw, These things are like tried and tested. The design is old, right? And if you can still get one in the same style, or if they still make them, that is. I actually don't know. I ain't actually looked. I imagine you can. This one is, how old would that be now? Probably about 12 to 14 years old, something like that. Maybe a bit older. Maybe a bit older actually. And it's still going strong, You see, we're a family of boat builders. My dad's a boat builder, he was, until he passed away. Yeah, got a few stories about him, but there you go. Now when you get this, you get a silly little hand key slot in there, but I tend to keep everything separate anyway. I'll have one in my pocket if you're on site, and that's so you can alter the angle of your foot plate and also it's just actually literally just for the foot plate, of course it is. Now you can slide it. Oh, you can't on this one. No, sometimes there's a little thing there you can slide it into, but this one's got this rubbery thing here to put it on. But I always lost them when I did that. Don't know if you found that, but some people tape them to it and that. But then you've got to bring it around here and you wag them with a cable. I don't like it. No, I generally like the T-handled Allen keys personally, and not nice and big so you can see them. Or have something in your pocket, I suppose. Or have a whole load of them so you don't lose them, a bit like pencils. That's a good tool. You know, you've got speeds from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although it's got numbers on here, it's infinitely variable. Let me show you that. Little notches in between. So speed-wise, very controllable. Now, on the side here, like I was mentioned earlier, you got your for the oscillation, for the orbital of the jigsaw, and obviously 3 would be the most aggressive scooping action. Alright, and then you got 2 and 1 and then 0, so basically turning it off if you're going around corners and stuff like that. But you can use that. I generally use it actually while I was cutting my wood. If I'm just in a straight run, not too worried about a bit of chipping and stuff like that, because it's a bulkhead. This is what a rapid cut, just scribed. I've done all my scribes and stuff, and now I follow my lines. Now I just want to do it quickly. That's what I do, but I get a sharp cut, I just knock it back. Do it as I go around the bends and stuff. And it's a really good tool. Now, many other jigsaws obviously have that feature on now anyway. It's not solely on the Bosch, So there are other good tools out there. But I like this one. I do. They're tried and tested, and they're really durable. They really are durable. So if you get hold of one of those, that's what I'd recommend if you're going to get a jigsaw. They're not a huge amount of money new, let alone second hand. So, might be able to get yourself one cheap as chips. Just make sure that the bearings are good, so when you're wobbling this about, it hasn't got too much slop at that point. And also on this guide here, now you can actually replace that. You have to punch it out, mind, but there's a little wheel there, and so you can actually you have to punch a little pin out there, and you get this whole arrangement, which basically the support for the back of the blade itself, the jigsaw blade, and that's what also creates the oscillation. It's. You can get every single bit for, alright? So, it could be a tool that you have for a very long time, so it's definitely worth it. And they're not that expensive. They're really not. If I remember rightly, my dad paid about £150 for this when he bought this, so it's not a lot of money. £150 sterling. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go, say toodaloo, please click the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, because then you got one face in your pocket every time I upload another video. Oh, I know what you're going to say, well, I got a fist tool. Well, you can keep it. Don't like it? No.